Hi, my name is Jason Morgan. Welcome into my studio. I'm a wildlife artist and I wanted to show you something in my studio today. The last couple of weeks you've seen that I've probably been doing pastels, and I've been using PanPastels quite a bit as well. And quite a lot of you are sending me questions in asking me about PanPastels. And basically the last couple I've done, I did this cheetah quite recently. So that's PanPastels as the underdrawing, and then I did kind of a tonal drawing with it on the pastel mat paper, and I did the background then with PanPastels. And then very recently I did this gorilla. That PanPastels was superb once again for laying in that underdrawing, that tonal under painting really. So there's lots and lots you can do with PanPastels, and you can do a lot more than I've done with them this past couple of weeks. And you can see on my YouTube channel where I've used them for the gorilla, the cheetah. Also I've used them on an elephant as well. So if you'd like to take a look at those videos, you'll get an idea of how I'm using them so far. But I know they'll do a lot more. And I'd only bought a small set to start with because they're very new to me. Something unusual. I hadn't used pastels till just a few months ago. I've been doing oils for 20 years. And pastels, as I say in my videos, are very, very similar in the techniques to oils. So I was quite confident with the pastels and that they'd work once I got the right papers. But I wasn't sure about PanPastels because they're very different. The pastels are actually in a pan, kind of like a makeup dispenser, and they're compressed in there. Now PanPastels are very, very highly pigmented. There's not much binders or anything like that in there, so they're quite powerful. So I bought a small set to start with, but now I'm quite confident with them. I wanted to try more things, so I've splashed out and got and added to my set with the whole set of colours, to be honest. I know they're going to be great. I've got some brilliant ideas that I hope I can pull off in the future. Different ways of using them again. I've already shown you on my YouTube channel you can even use these for fine lines by diluting them with thinners. So that's a video on there as well. What I wanted to show you, it only took 2 or 3 days to get all the way from the States over to the UK, and I wanted to show you the PanPastel set. So here's the box, and I'm just going to open it up and go through it for you and show you what they actually supply and what's available. So how to apply PanPastels. There's lots of these soft tools, and they are like makeup sponges in appearance, but they don't really work like makeup sponges. So they're much, much better, and they come in all different shapes, so you can get in all those corners on your artwork. So there's just a couple there, and you can get some really large ones as well. Ideal for doing backgrounds and blending in large areas. And for smaller areas, you can get these little tools, and the ends come off, so you can put new ends on there. You haven't got to keep buying the whole thing all the time. And these ones, they also look like the tiny makeup sponges that you can get, you know, if you see them, but the ends are very different, and they haven't got that sometimes with the cheap makeup brushes they've got little bits of plastic in there that can scratch your artwork, so they're not there. Now the tools that I use more than anything else are these small shovel looking ones. So you've got round, flat, oval and a point, and they really are excellent for blocking in areas, and you can use them really quite loosely, and I find I can block in much, much faster with these. They really free me up, and I can sit back from the easel and work at arm's length just as I would with oil paintings. Okay, so that's the tools, and now let's have a look at the colours. So let me show you. It comes in, when you buy the full 80 colour set, they come in a fantastic box, and they were wrapped and packaged to perfection. You know, they really were full of bubble wrap in a sturdy box. So there's the first lot of colours that are in there. I'll try not to get too much reflection on there for you. And if you haven't seen these, the tops actually come off quite easily. They lift up, so they're keeping all the pans nice and dust free under there and clean, and they're very easy to store because you just stack them on top of each other and they take up very little room. You can see there's some real vibrant colours in there. And then here's a bubble wrap in between each section. Here's one that's got some excellent blues and purples in there, lots of subtle shades as well. And for wildlife in particular, one thing you really want to get on some nice greens for the backgrounds. So there's plenty in there. I like these lighter shades too. Now with pastels, they don't really mix well like paints. So making or mixing a yellow and a blue to make a green is something standard we would do in paints. It doesn't do that well really in pastels. So that's why you get lots of colours, so you can use them more direct. Now with Panpastels you can mix and create your own colours much more easily than you can with pastel sticks. So you can actually take a colour on one of your tools, take a bit off and then blend it actually on the pan and blend it in with the other colour. So you can take yellow and put it onto blue and you will get a green. It doesn't muddy these up because all you've got to do is get a clean piece of tissue after you've finished and just give it a wipe off, and you don't waste hardly any, and it's back to its pristine appearance. So there's some fantastic greys there and dark greys, great for the tonals, and also these very light ones as well. So that's the set of your standard 80 colours, but I couldn't stop there because they've also got these fantastic metallics, pearlescence, medium set. So they're there as well, 17 colours. So I'll just open those for you. And we've got some more tools in there as well, so you can buy these tools separately to go on the pan, on the small applicators. As far as I know, you can buy them separately. These came in the set. And there's another set of the larger ones as well. And I think a lot of you will be quite excited to see these, because it's not going to show up properly on screen, but some of these really are very pearlescent, very shiny as well. And you've also got things like the colourless blender. So that will allow you to blend your colours together without altering the tones. There, perhaps you can see that. Difficult to get it to actually be in focus, but it is really glimmering. So that's my set, that's the tools I've got with it, and I'm going to be working on something over the next few weeks and bringing out new videos showing you all ideas of things that I would like to try with those. Now I've got those extra colours, I can even create things more loosely now, so I haven't got to always go in with the coloured pencils to refine it. Sometimes you want to work loosely, and with those tools as well you can use the edges to create really quite fine lines and marks. So I hope you've enjoyed me unwrapping my presents and toys, and I'll see you all again real soon. If you're looking for more art resources, I've really got you covered. I've got a dedicated tutorial website, that's jasonmorgan.co.uk, lots of videos on there, ebook tutorials, you name it, it's on that site. I've got a Patreon art channel. So every month I put up brand new videos, and that could be pastel videos, oils, charcoals, they're full-length videos, and there's also photo references with the Easy Trace line art on there. I've got quite a few hundred people supporting me, and that's on Patreon. And also, if you're after even more reference photos, I got a dedicated website just packed with reference photos. I think there's about 900 on there at the moment. So that's wildlifeart-online.com. Now please, with my YouTube channel, new videos coming on here as well. If you can possibly subscribe to the channel, then you're never going to miss out on new videos.